When you wake up, what's your regimen when you wake up? Jump out your bed, brush your teeth, then wash your face up. You go to work, come back home, eat, watch a little TV until you ready to sleep. Then we wake up. The next day when we wake up, jump out of bed, brush our teeth, then wash our face up. Our day begins, go to work, come back in, probably eat, go to sleep, and we do it over again. But how many of us take the time out? I mean, really take the time out. Taking time out our day just to talk to the Creator and say, thank you for waking me up just to witness another day. Thank you for the bed that I rested in which I lay. And thank you for your protection, you kept me from harm's way. We got blessings right in front of our face. We see celebrities and feel like we don't because we not in their place. This life is hard, I know that it's tough, but if we got it hard, somebody has it harder than us. So while we down in the dumps, there's somebody looking for their next meal in the garbage. Down in the dumps, some people homeless, sleeping on concrete, they tussle. You in your soft bed with warm sheets, you cuddle. Your bed's a mattress, you ain't feeling they type of struggle, but they bad as rocks. Kinda like Barney Rubble, this life is just full of trouble. We tumble and then we fall, living our life through pain, we suffering through it all. But the man upstairs, we never think to go call. Public bathroom, cause all we do is sit and stall. Go thank God for where you are today. You here now, but tomorrow could be gone away. Talking to God, we put that on delay. But it's the opposite, go talk to him quick on delay. What I'm trying to say is, did you really thank God today? He's the reason that you wide awake. Ain't no need for you to contemplate. Get on your knees and thank God and pray. What I'm trying to say is, did you really thank God today? He's the reason that you wide awake. Ain't no need for you to contemplate. Get on your knees and thank God and pray. I know, life is full of heartache, nothing but scars and pain. But I know, that if you stay strong, better days are not far away. I know that if you pray to the Father, He will help you find a way. So please don't forget to thank Him for all things. What I'm trying to say is, you really thank God today. He's the reason that you wide awake. No need for you to contemplate. Get on your knees and thank God and pray, yeah. What I'm trying to say, you really thank God today. He's the reason that you wide awake. No need for you to contemplate. Get on your knees and thank God and pray, yeah.
This is the Born of Levi experience on G.O.C.C. Media.
Yes. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to another installment of the Born of Levi experience. That song was Thank God by Rawchaa, streaming on all major platforms. Beautiful song. So fitting for tonight's topic. Y'all see the topic. Food for thought. I ain't gonna be on too long. You know, it's something that's been in my spirit all day, and I just wanted to come on and share it. Right? But real quick, if I'm coming in nice and clear, please put some qualms in the chat. Right? Put some qualms in the chat for me. Let me know that I'm coming in nice and clear. Yeah. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a blessed week thus far. Right? Come on, let me know. How am I sounding? Okay, Quan, I see the qualms. All right. Praise the Most High. Right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Ahaya Bashim Yeshai Ruach. Right, and what I just said, to those who probably don't understand the Hebrew, I just gave all praises to the Most High. His name is Ahaya, the I am that I am. In the name of His Son, Yeshaya, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and the Ruach Kodash, which is the Holy Spirit. Right. If you are new to this channel, if your first time on this page, please do me a favor, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, all these good things. Please do that for me. Do me that favor, right? And hit that like button on your way in. Like I said, I ain't going to be too long. This is just a food for thought session, right? And like the song said, did you thank God today, right? Did you remember the Lord today on your goings? Matter of fact, did you remember Him this week? And there's a reason why I want to go into that, because there's so much going on in the world. We could forget about the Most High, whether it be your job, your school, bills, trying to keep up with the latest trends. Oh my goodness. And speaking of latest trends, I'm just gonna go right into it. I ain't wasting nobody's time tonight. Speaking of latest trends, this is why this is a food for thought moment. Did you remember the Lord today? Because so many people out there is losing their lives trying to keep up with these trends that's out there. Look, let me not even waste y'all time. I know y'all seen this today. So shout out to my aunt Karim, who sent me this earlier today, and I was like, I got to use this for today. So TMZ reported this. So Balenciaga slammed for what? A $925 towel skirt? And of course, they got men rocking it. You see the agenda here. But they're charging $925 for a towel, but it's a skirt towel. And this is what I'm saying. The people in the world is keeping up with these trends. And I really believe that this company, right? Well, I don't really care for these brands. I don't really care about this company, right? I'm pretty sure they just came up with this and be like, yo, people are gonna buy it anyways because the name is on it. The name. People are paying. That's what you're paying for. You're not really paying for the product. You're not really paying for the quality. You're paying for the name. So somebody thought that it was a great idea to create a skirt towel. And matter of fact, we're not gonna charge $50. We're not even gonna charge $100. We're gonna charge a whopping $925 because everybody want to be in. Everybody want to be fashionable. Balenciaga is being hung out to dry for a new designer item the company is selling. A skirt made from a cotton towel with a whopping $925 price tag. So this is what people, and I don't think it would be any of you guys. I'm pretty sure I can vouch for you guys, right? I could vouch for you guys who's watching this stream right now. Y'all wouldn't go out and buy something as ridiculous as this. I don't care if it had the name Passover written across. It had the word Passover written down the middle of it. None of y'all would have spent $925 and showed up to the Passover with this on. But this is what people want. High fashion. The people lose their mind for these things and not even remember that there's a God. This is ridiculous. I had to pull this out first because I want people to see this is what fuels certain people. And I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do to try to sell this, they're gonna put this on certain celebrities, right, to get it going. And then somebody who's not in their right mind is gonna go and spend their rent money to go buy a towel. People gonna be like, yo, you wearing a towel outside? Nah, this is Balenciaga. It's not a towel. But listen, man, this is the world that we're in. And this is the reason why I wanted to, and it's been pressing on my spirit to talk about this. You know, just to give a friendly reminder to all of us to take the time out and really remember the Most High. Really thank Him for where you at, no matter where you at right now in your life. And you know what? You know, another thing as well too. A lot of us, we feel that we're not where we want to be, but when the Most High sees us, we're right where He wants us to be. And the struggle really is us battling ourselves or battling Him, because we think we should be here in life, but He's like, nah, I want you right here. Because if I had you there, who knows? You probably be out here wearing these. You'll be wearing this. So the Most High is like, you know what? I'm gonna keep you right here so you don't spend your money on this. But Enough with the jokes, right? But definitely, I really want to touch on this, and I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share this with y'all because I wanted to read this, and this was on my spirit, right? And I'm gonna read this with y'all. Deuteronomy chapter 8. It's very, very great chapter, especially a very great chapter to even read with your children as well too. But for those of us who need a reminder, right? And like I said, that's why I played that song in the beginning. Just thinking the Most High, just having just within yourself. You don't need nobody around. You don't need nobody to encourage you or to help you do that. Just sometimes just sit back and just look at, just do an inventory of your own life and see everything that the Most High is doing. And the thing is, we don't usually take the time out to thank the Most High for the littlest things. Things that we may take for granted, like running water. These are things that we take for granted. There's somebody in a country somewhere who wish they could just go to the bathroom and turn on the faucet. That's a luxury. That's really a luxury item for someone in a third world country. There's somebody right now who wish they had a fridge. Granted, some of us have fridge. We have fridges. It may not be stocked, but we have one. Always think about that. There's somebody who don't have a fridge. Someone who don't have a bed. Someone who doesn't have a place to stay right now. So did you remember the Most High today? So I'm in Deuteronomy chapter 8. Like I said, I'm not gonna be long-winded tonight. I'm just gonna I want to touch on this because I got some things I gotta do. I gotta actually pack. Got a full weekend ahead of me. But I said to myself, you know what? I have to come on because I know that there's somebody who's looking forward to hearing a word, hearing something. So I can't forsake that, right? And I know that's why the Most High probably been pressing this on my spirit all day, right? So Deuteronomy 8, verse 1, it says, all the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord swore unto their fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness. To what? To humble thee, to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. And you see, we could even use this for our day and age because the Most High be having us in certain situations or certain predicaments to humble us. A lot of the times we right where we're supposed to be because that's what you actually need. Some humility. And sometimes you have to think about this humility. You have to think about, where the Most High has took you from and where you at now. And always thinking about you looking at you could be looking at your situation as if it's the worst thing. But understand there's always somebody else who's having a harder time than you. Right? And I say that, I'm gonna go back to the scriptures. I'm gonna go back to the scriptures, right? Like I said, sometimes the Most High he'll be putting us in predicaments or in places to humble us, to make us learn humility, right? There was one time there was an older lady. She was, I believe she looked like she was from Arab descent. Right. And I didn't know what was going on with her. Right. But she needed help. So, of course, I helped her. She thanked me. She thanked me so much because, and mind you, she was just a regular. Hold on. Oh, I'm hearing myself now. Okay. Yeah. Right. She overly thanked me because of the situation that she was going through. And mind you, I didn't know this lady from nowhere. And I didn't know just just looking at her, what she was going through. She expressed to me that she didn't have any money. Her husband was in a hospital bed. So you could imagine she was, her husband was the breadwinner. So now she's trying to figure it out. He's just been in the hospital bed sick. And she just started crying. You know what I'm saying? Because she was grateful of the help that she received. And I'm like, dang, man. And look at me. Sometimes I'll be over here complaining about things, and there's people going through real life problems, real life things. And we don't take the time out to really, just sit back and just thank the Most High for the littlest things. Just, you know what I mean? Just being able to have a sip of water, right? Because it could be worse, right? Let me go back to the scripts, right? He says, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord led thee these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. So the Most High, it was a test. Most High was like, you know what? Y'all came from luxury. Y'all came from Egypt. Y'all had everything. Y'all had access to everything. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all just enough to survive. Let me see what's really in y'all hearts. And the Most High could be doing that to us right now. Will you serve the Most High through the bad, not just only in the good? We gotta think about that. And it's crazy because some of us we only think about the Most High when we're in trouble. So we use the Most High like he's the last wish of the genie. You found the genie, you rub the lamp, you got 3 wishes, and we only use the last wish when we really, really, really need him. It's not how the Most High works. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. Right? Now we're back. Verse 3. And he humbled thee. So he did. And suffered thee to hunger. You see? Most High gave us just enough to survive. But everything, it was a test. He had to try us. He says, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and led thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. Thy raiment wax not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. Can you imagine having the same pair of sneakers, same pair of shoes for 40 years? and it's like you just took them out the box. They not scuffed up, they not bent, they not ripped, torn. The Most High made sure that their shoe game was right. Verse 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee. So we have to understand that, and we even to this present time too. Most High, it says that he who the Most High chastise, he considers as a son or a daughter. So if you be without chastisement, then ye are bastards. We're fatherless children. So we even gotta praise the Most High through the chastisement. Okay, that's how that's how he knows we love them. Because look at us, those who have children. You correct your children because you love them. You want to see them do good. That's the reason why we correct them. It's not child abuse, but it's correction because I love you. Because you're supposed to be better than me, right? Verse 6. It says, therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God. That's the reason why. And to walk in his ways and to fear him, right? So we owe it to him because look what he did to our forefathers and our foremothers in the wilderness. He kept them, right? Kept them alive, right? Kept them safe 40 years, right? For the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains and depths that spring out of the valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness. You see that? Abundance. So he had to make sure, you know what? Make sure these people that I'm bringing it out from Egypt into this place that's full of abundance. Let me see if they're even worthy of receiving it. He says, and the land wherein thou shalt eat bread, without scarceness, thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of those hills thou mayest dig brass. When thou hast eaten and art full, listen to this, y'all. And this is why we got to always remember the Most High. He says, when thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Lord thy God for the good land which he hath given thee. Right? But, verse 11, listen to this. Beware. Right? This is for all of us. Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. So the Most High was preparing us, because it's easy for someone to get big-headed, right? You got all this abundance, right? You got your big old house, you got food, right? Your livestock, everything you have, everything is booming. What tends to happen? You forget where you came from. You tend to forget that, just the other day, I was damn near homeless. Okay? So the Most High was like, beware. He says, verse 14, he says, that thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt. And that's what usually happens with us, man. The Most High will save us from a situation, and we'll be happy. And then when everything is going good, it's like we forget about him. We don't even take the time out to just say thank you, Father, just for another day. We too busy. We got these bills we gotta take care of. Right? I gotta go get that new Balenciaga skirt, dress, whatever you want to call that thing. Not $925. Let me see if I could budget it in. Well, man, if I put $350 away each check, maybe I could get it. I really pray none of y'all go and get this stuff. Madness. Let me show the people who's probably coming in for the first time. Well, I don't want to see nobody come into the Passover with this. $925 for a towel. Beware, lest thou forget the Lord thy God. Let's get back to the scriptures. Why does this keep happening? It's going. You know what? I should have played the stupor, because that's what it is. I should have just put that in. But let's get back to it. Right? Verse 15. Who led thee through the great and terrible wilderness. You got to remember that. Imagine just being in a wilderness. Your home is a wilderness. It's not, You don't got walls. You don't got a bathroom. You don't got a bunker. You don't got a basement to go hide in. You don't have none of that stuff. It's just a wilderness and a tent. But the Most High got you safe. Right? It says, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions and drought, where there was no water. Who brought thee forth water out of the rock of flint? Who? Right? Where am I? This thing is haywire. Okay. Right here. Verse 16. Who led thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, and that he might prove thee to do thee good at thy latter end. And this actually reminds me of the precept of the scripture in Sirach chapter 2, where it tells you, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, and be not in haste when you are changed to a lower state, because it's the Most High proving you. It's the Most High proving you, and we got to understand that the Most High is going to prove every one of his children. He's going to prove us. We know different from our forefathers. Look what he did to Abraham. Right? You love me, Abraham? I need Isaac. Sacrifice Isaac to me. Right? Proving him. Right? Verse 17. And thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand hath gotten me this wealth. See? The Most High was doing this to check us at the door, because we could easily turn around and be like, I did this. My hands built this. You see what I've acquired for myself, not realizing that there was a God who was leading you the whole time, and who was blessing your path the whole way. So we got to always keep in mind to remember what the Most High is doing, because I'm telling y'all, brothers and sisters, it's going to be a time where it's going to be grim. Things how we seeing right now operating, it's not going to always be that. It's not always going to be this way. Bishop Shamal was saying this on the stage this Shabbat. He was like, I don't know about y'all, but it's a little too quiet for me. And I don't know, it probably went over a lot of people's heads in the congregation. He was like, yo, it seems a little too quiet for me. It's a little too quiet out here. Showing that this is not what when they cry peace and safety, then what? Tells us sudden destruction cometh upon them. So it's not gonna always be the abundance that you may have right now. What you have going on in your house right now, it may not always be that. How are you going to operate, and how are you going to be with the Most High when you may not have but just one meal a day? When you got like one case of water left for the next 3-4 months? How is your relationship with the Most High going to be? And you know, and you know what's the crazy part or the scary part about this? And I always bring this up. During the pandemic 2020, this is when we had the most people come in. Baptized close to 100 people. Only a handful stayed. So, did they really consider the Most High when they was going into that water? Did they really understand what they were doing? I mean, a lot of people did it out of fear. thinking that the world was going to end. But it didn't end at that time. That goes to show that we still have to endure until the very end, because we don't know, none of us know the time or the day. But when things go back to, stone ages, hopefully not, are you going to remain? Are you going to still be the same with the Most High? Are you going to still have that same zeal, that same energy towards the Most High? Because look, the Most High had to prove our forefathers and our foremothers in the wilderness to bring them into that good land. So what do you think the Most High is going to have to do with us? Because Christ is bringing a kingdom. So what do you think we're going to have to go through to see if we're fit for his kingdom? That's just food for thought. We got to think about that. Right? Verse 17 again, and thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand hath gotten me this wealth. Right? But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. You see? It is the Most High who give us power to get wealth. That energy, that strength that you got in the morning to wake up to go to work, who you think gives that to you? Matter of fact, who you think woke you up first and foremost to even get up to go to work? It's the Most High. It says, but thou shalt remember that the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore unto thy fathers, as it is this day. So he has to keep a promise to our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If it wasn't for them, he wouldn't have to give us the power to get wealth. He wouldn't have to sustain us. But he's not a man that he should lie, and he's bound by his word. So we got to acknowledge that. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish. As the nations which the Lord destroyeth before your face, so shall ye perish, because ye would not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord your God. Right? So we got to keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind, brothers and sisters, that every day, every chance you get, it's upon you to give the Most High thanks and praise at all times for everything, because it's because of him why we exist. It's because of him why we have what we have, and what we have what we don't have. And because you may not have what you don't have, right? Or you may not have what you may want, doesn't mean you don't have enough. It doesn't mean that the Most High is not with you. You may not be at or in that career field that you thought that you would be in, but you still have a job. You still have enough. You may not be a millionaire, but a lot of us is showing off hundredaires, right? Right? We have more than enough. We are more than blessed. I'm telling y'all. And the mere fact that we have this gospel, think about it, y'all. We understand mysteries according to the scriptures that the world are fighting for right now. We understand mysteries and we could break down prophecies. We understand the Bible as it is written. And there's people in this world who look at the book as just a book. There's some people who get frustrated because they don't understand some of the sayings in the word. But here it is, the Most High got us where we could read a chapter or read a verse and understand exactly what the Most High is talking about, because we could precept it with another verse and say, okay, now I have the understanding of what the Most High is saying. So think about it, brothers and sisters. We are more than blessed. More than blessed. So we have every right to give the Most High praise. You know, I would matter of fact, I'm gonna challenge everybody who's watching the stream right now. I'm gonna challenge you. Try not to complain for one day. And instead of complaining, instead of sending out a complaint, give the Most High thanks. Try that for a day. And then every day increase it. All right, I did it yesterday, I'm gonna do it again today. Until you complete a whole week. Until you complete a whole month. Until you complete several months. Then you complete a year, and now it becomes second nature. Now complaining is non-existent, and all you could do is just be grateful that you're still here. Think about it, y'all. Like I said, or not like I said, like the Most High said. He put us in the wilderness for those 40 years to prove thee, or to prove us, to see if we would follow him or if we would not. So now, in the same sense, we're not in the wilderness of old. We're in this Babylonian wilderness. And the Most High is going to be putting a lot of trials, a lot of jagged roads on our path to prove us, to see, will you follow him or will you go back into this world? Right? And brothers and sisters, that's it. I'm Deacon Hazak, and this was, I would say, the first installment of Food for Thought. Do me a favor, hit that like button, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to play that song one more time, but stay tuned next week. I'm setting up a great show for next week. But from time to time, I'm going to come on and I'm going to do these food for thoughts, right? So bless y'all. I love y'all, right? Stay encouraged, brothers and sisters. Stay encouraged and never turn back. What are you turning back to? You turning back to this? You trying to get these? Huh? Trying to be fashionable is what you're turning back to? It's garbage. He's upset that he got to model this. He's upset. You think he's happy? Oh, yeah. He's mad. He's like, they got me wearing a towel as a dress. All right, my brothers and sisters. Bless y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Mind you, we got a great show coming up next week. You don't want to miss it, right? But this was this installment of Food for Thought. Shalom, peace and blessings. I'm out of here.
Bello on the bello. Up in the headphones.
When you wake up, what's your regimen when you wake up? Jump out your bed, brush your teeth, then wash your face up. You go to work, come back home, eat, watch a little TV until you ready to sleep. Then we wake up. The next day when we wake up, jump out of bed, brush our teeth, then wash our face up. Our day begins, go to work, come back in, probably eat, go to sleep, and we do it over again. But how many of us take the time out? I mean, really take the time out. Taking time out our day just to talk to the Creator and say, thank you for waking me up just to witness another day. Thank you for the bed that I rested in which I lay. And thank you for your protection, you kept me from harm's way. We got blessings right in front of our face. We see celebrities and feel like we don't because we not in their place. This life is hard, I know that it's tough. But if we got it hard, somebody has it harder than us. So while we down in the dumps, there's somebody looking for their next meal in the garbage. Down in the dumps, some people homeless, sleeping on concrete, they tussle. You in your soft bed with warm sheets, you cuddle. Your bed's a mattress, you ain't feeling they type of struggle, but they bad as rocks. Kinda like Barney Rubble, this life is just full of trouble. We tumble and then we fall. Living our life through pain, we suffering through it all. But the man upstairs, we never think to go call. Public bathroom, cause all we do is sit and stall. Go thank God for where you are today. You here now, but tomorrow could be gone away. Talking to God, we put that on delay. But it's the opposite, go talk to him quick, on delay. What I'm trying to say is, did you really thank God today? He's the reason that you wide awake. Ain't no need for you to contemplate. Get on your knees and thank God and pray. What I'm trying to say is, did you really thank God today? He's the reason that you wide awake. Ain't no need for you to contemplate. Get on your knees and thank God and pray. I know, life is full of heartache, nothing but scars and pain, but I know.